Now, this last segment here for news is not even really news, I guess. Let's talk about upcoming in 2023.
Yeah. Now next week we're gonna do something with these.
Yeah. Look forward to it, chat. So, we got a full year coming up ahead of us with a lot of stuff. And I want to hit on the big ones, right?
Yeah.
I want to hit on stuff like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot's coming to the PS5. No. The big ones. Stuff like One Piece Odyssey. Stuff like Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden coming to all consoles.
Yeah.
Stuff like Fire Emblem Engage on the 20th of January.
Yes.
Heck yeah. We got Forspoken coming out on the 24th of January. I don't know how I feel about that game. All the trailers just make me hate it. But it looks cool.
Okay.
Then we have Disgaea 7 coming out on the 26th for anybody who loves the Disgaea games. This one is supposed to have even more cool stuff to level. So, I don't have the time in my life to play those anymore, but it is the story game. That is true. The Dead Space remake is coming out January 27th. All these dates are subject to change, by the way, to clarify.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then we have, for the next big one, I don't know if any of us here care about this, but Hogwarts Legacy is coming on February 10th.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah.
The Theatrhythm Final Bar line is coming February 16th. They probably will ruin it. They probably will, to be honest with you. I'm stoked for new Theatrhythm. I love rhythm games. Like a Dragon Ishin. That's the new title for the Yakuza games. February 21st. I understand, Dark. Really stoked for that. For those that do care, Horizon Call of the Mountain, the VR game, is coming on February 22nd. Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp is finally coming out February 23rd. Yeah, I'm going to play Ishin for sure.
Okay.
Then we have like a bunch of re-releases of games onto other consoles.
Oh yeah.
And then suddenly just bam, Octopath Traveler February 24th. Octopath Traveler 2, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
So stoked for that. Destiny 2 Lightfall February 28th. Yeah. Understand.
Oh yeah.
Darkest Dungeon 2. February TBA, sorry. 2 BioShocks. We're gonna get there. I have these in order right now, so I don't want to jump ahead. But Last of Us Part 1 coming to PC in March 3rd, for those that care about it. And Wolong Fallen Dynasty is coming out the same day. That one looks cool. I like the look of that one a lot. Skull and Bones will finally release March 9th. It's only been in development since 2016. So
Yep. Shorter than a Gundam live action movie, Bo.
yeah.
ahead.
That'll be next. Star Wars Jedi Survivors coming March 17th. And so is Bayonetta Origins, Cereza, and the Lost Demon. I know everybody's all excited for that.
Yeah.
Then we have the Resident Evil 4 remake, March 24th.
Okay.
Again, not a game that I think needed a remake, but I'm really excited for all the same. From there, we move into April. The Mega Man Battle Network Collection, the Legacy Collection, is coming on April 14th. Really stoked for that. Dead Island 2 will finally release, supposedly, on April 28th.
Ads.
Oh, it is ad time. I'm going to take a drink during ads.
Heck yeah. I think we missed last one.
That was Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection and Dead Island 2, which will be nice to actually get a release date, finally. Then we have, just a little small release of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, May 12th.
Yeah.
The first one slower. Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection. You're welcome. Then we have in rapid succession June 2nd, Street Fighter 6. June 6th, Diablo 4. June 22nd, Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah.
I understand. July 7th, The Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie.
Yeah.
Sometime in August, Baldur's Gate 3. It's never released, just August.
Okay.
And then I have the big list of they're coming sometime this next year.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But they don't have a solid date yet.
Oliver November.
Right. Age of Empires 4, that's a huge, exciting release for Age of Empires fans. They've been getting like remakes of the older games. It's a new game.
It does feel like that.
It does,
It's been out forever.
Alan Wake 2.
Yeah.
Amnesia the Bunker.
I wonder if Poets of the Fall are going to do the soundtrack for that one again.
Be cool. Arc 2, for those that care about Arc. Change the name to Slow Tray. Good. He could. We should add a deal that for channel points they can make me slow down for a minute.
Fair enough.
Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon.
All right, come down. Hold it together. Hold it together.
Bring it back in. Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Because there's not near enough Assassin's Creed game.
Right. We're getting Black Myth Wukong at some point. Armored Core is so good. Blasphemous 2 will be coming out. Blood Bowl 3.
Yeah.
I do not remember which one that is, to be honest with you. I remember there was Hexa, Mirage, and something else. And all three of those have just like jumbled up in my mind.
There's a bunch of 2D side scrollers. I think Russia's got a 2D side scroller.
And I think China does too.
China, yeah.
Yeah. Now, I know Baghdad, Japan, and Germany. Is that what they are? Okay. I know everybody's excited for this one. Crash Team Rumble. We saw that at the Game Awards.
Yeah, we did.
We also get Convergence, a League of Legends story. And look, I haven't played Ruined King yet, but these are written by the same people that did Arcane. Just saying, that might be good. I do want to mention Chef RPG. I don't know what that is. I can look at this list and I know what all of these roughly are, except for Chef RPG. And I want to know, what is Chef RPG?
An RPG with a chef.
I guess so. Like, I'm looking at titles like Cocoon and Chants of Sonar, and I know what those are, but I don't know what Chef RPG is.
Well, you go from a line cook to a master chef.
Oh, that'd be great, honestly. It'd be really cool.
The final boss is you're on Iron Chef.
Yeah. This is every game that has been announced using Wikipedia, because all of it's sourced, and I had to check all of the sources before this, just to make that very clear.
So Cocoon's, I don't think Cocoon's based off the movie.
For anybody who's like, Trey, you just got all the time in the world to play games, right? You don't have any idea how long it took to check all the sources on this page? Make sure all these games were legit? You know how many games are on this page?
Chef RPG is not real.
Anyway.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Disney Dreamlight Valley. I know everybody's stoked for that one.
Yeah.
And Dune Spice Wars. The Cocoon game, based on what I could figure out, was a city builder, kind of like a Before We Leave or a Civ. And it was in space. That's all the information I could find on it. We have Eiyuden Chronicles 100 Heroes. Then we have Everspace 2, new SAO game
Everspace?
coming. Everspace 2. It's Everspace was a 3D space shooter. It was kind of a
Okay.
roguelike, so this will be a sequel to that. Exoprimal, which I'm really stoked for. It's the game where you shoot dinosaurs.
Yes.
Heck yeah. Fallout
Dinosaurs.
4 will be coming to PS5 and Xbox Series X.
Fallout 4 will?
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to expand the mod space.
I hope so. I really do.
You got, I think 2 gigs Fallout 4.
Yeah, this
you
will be an
got 2 gigs.
upgrade from PS4, Xbox Series, Xbox One. Haha.
No, that was Skyrim. You got 5 gigs on the Xbox, 2 gigs
Yeah.
on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
For
So-
mods.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So stoked for that. So stoked for that. Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn, which had a really cool trailer. I don't know if you remember that trailer or not. For the King 2, a sequel to For the King, which was a roguelike. Freedom Planet 2, which is a Sonic-like. Front Mission 2 Remake.
Yeah.
So stoked for that. Fuga Melodies of Steel 2. The first one was actually a really good game. Sorry. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, which is a new action RPG in the Grand Blue universe. Don't think it will do that. Homeworld 3, which is a sequel to Homeworld 1 and 2, of course. House Flipper 2, for anybody who remembers House Flipper. Inazuma 11 Victory Road of Heroes, which is based on the Inazuma 11 soccer anime. Football. Kerbal Space Program 2.
Okay. No.
Let's see. What's the next? Because there's a lot of them here that I'm probably the only one here that cares about. Layers of Fear is getting an up-res version and also coming to PC. Oh no, Twitch, no. Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name. Is a new one in the Yakuza series. That's the newest game. That's the game that's going to have Ichiban. And spoiler, really stoked for that. Little Witch in the Woods will get a full release on every console instead of just the preview that we have right now. Lollipop Chainsaw is getting a remake. I told you I had a long list here.
Yeah. Well, I knew that we had a lot of specific date ones as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Lord of the Rings Return to Moria is happening. Lords of the Fall. I'm sorry, the Lords of the Fallen.
Oh my gosh.
Lords of the Fallen remake. Marvel Spider-Man 2. Metal Slug Tactics. Minecraft Legends. Everybody stoked for that, I know. Let's see. I'm trying to speed things up a little bit here because this list is really long. Payday 3 is supposed to be happening. Gollum, I don't think it's on this list, so it hasn't been announced for next year.
And I'm pretty sure it's got pushed back at least twice.
Pikmin 4. Now, this is a
Oh, yeah.
special one. Hustle Bobble Every Bubble. So we got it as Bust a Move and
Yeah.
Bubble Bobble. But the original title was Puzzle Bobble. This is Puzzle Bobble Every Bubble. Then we have Redfall, which is the Arcane Studios set in the Vampire the Masquerade universe.
Oh, okay. White Wolf. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remnant from the Ashes 2. Risk of Rain Returns.
Okay.
We're getting into the S's now as I'm moving forward. Song of Nunu, a League of Legends story. It was being made since the start of... Yeah, been a while. Yeah, Left 4 Dead with Vampires. Stalker 2, The Heart of Chernobyl. And I want to give a special shout out real quick to those devs. They put out a little video today of them in a bunker as their studio above them was getting bombed. And they were listening to the music of a harp to try and calm down and relax. And one of the devs was in the corner still working on the game because he needed something focus on instead of the bombs going off above them. Yeah, and one of the devs passed away just a couple days ago, fighting for the Ukraine. So I wanted to give a quick shout out to that studio because they can't. For everybody who's going, why don't they just leave? They can't. It's against the law in their country to leave when they are able to serve, and so they can't.
Ugh.
So just a quick shout out to them because the fact that they're still working on the game at all is huge. You know that they don't have to focus on that at all, and they are because it's their dream.
Yeah.
Shout out to them. Great team. Starfield is supposed to come out some point eventually.
Yeah.
A Suikoden 1 and 2 HD remaster, which I forgot got announced before today, but it did. Soaked for that. Again, Will mentioned it earlier, but Sword Art Online Last Recollection. I know some people excited for that.
Yeah.
We're in the tease now, and we're actually going to move straight past the tease to a very special game known as UFO Robo Grindizer, which is a game in the Grindizer universe, which is in the Mazinger universe. I don't know what this game's going to be yet. I just know it's coming, and it's not a mobile game, so I'm stoked. Then we have stuff like Valheim is going to be coming to Xbox console.
Yeah.
Warhammer 40k Bolt Gun and Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Stoked for both of those. East 10 and The Wolf Among Us 2. So, should be DLC. Yeah, they literally can't leave. Oh. And then just a quick shout out here. We do have some video game based film and television releases coming out this next year.
Okay.
We have Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel, The Northern War, the anime. That's dated for January 6th.
Oh, okay.
Definitely going to be doing a video on that. We didn't mention this when it got announced because I didn't think it was going to be a full thing, but it is. Yeah, they're not in my list. So I don't know what their release date's going to be.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We didn't touch on this when it was announced because, again, we didn't think it was going to be a full thing. I thought it was just going to be a short. But Nier Automata's getting an anime.
That makes sense.
So I'm stoked to watch that. January 8th.
Yeah. Yeah. Both those games look really good, by the way.
They do.
Both BioShock Studio games.
The Last of Us TV series is coming January 15th.
Yeah.
And they have said that the director has said that he thinks that the character moments mean so much more because it's not just pixels on a screen, proving that he doesn't understand how televisions work because it is still pixels on a screen.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And he's also, no, that's, look, there's games.
Yeah.
There's games that will get you.
The Super Mario Bros. Movie, April 7th.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
A new Pokemon anime that will not have Ash in it as the main character. Ash is retiring.
Oh. Okay.
He's going to be a side character, and then he will slowly be, like, moved out.
Okay.
And that'll be coming in April. I'm actually not upset about that. I know some people are, but I'm actually not upset about that. Ash has been in the show for forever. He should be let go. He's not 10 anymore. Stop pretending he is. Let him live his life.
If he hasn't made Master Trainer by now.
Well, that's the thing. In spoilers, I guess, for the most recent anime, but he did become the champion for the first time. And so now it's like, hey, we should probably let him go. So he's going to be the side character for this next season, and then he will be exiting the anime.
Okay.
Then we have a Gran Turismo feature film coming August 11th. I didn't know this was happening at all.
I liked it the first time. Didn't like it the first time when I watched it. The Fast and Furious what it was called then.
Right. Alice Gear Aegis expansion anime, which is a mobile game.
Okay.
And then an untitled Knuckles the Echidna spin-off TV show.
Okay.
Yes! Nux!
finally giving Knuckles his due.
Finally. And that's our year. That's our upcoming year. Obviously, there'll still be stuff announced.
Yeah.
There'll still be stuff pushed back.
Well, there was a lot of stuff we talked through the year that was pushed back to 2023.
Yeah.
There was quite a few on that list that we thought when this year started would be this year, but kept getting delays.
For sure.
Mm.
All right. We'll throw it over to Rundgren's corner then. Oh, wait, before we do that, before we do that, what's the one you're most excited for?
I don't know, Dark. Help me thinking about the BioShock releases.
Yeah.
Honestly, I want to play Zelda.
Yeah, that Zelda looks really good.
Yeah, I really like Breath of the Wild. I played the original Zelda when it came out. I haven't played them all, but I've played so many. There's a couple of Zelda games.
Yeah, just a few.
Just a few. So that one's really big on my list. I want to see how the Resident Evil 4 remake goes. See what it looks like, what they do with it.
Yeah, Ash is not. He finally got to be a champion. Thank goodness. I am like torn between 33%, 33%, 33%, like continuous for all three. And that's Octopath Traveler 2, Trails into Reverie, and Armored Core 6.
Yeah.
Those three are just like constantly fighting because I adore Octopath Traveler 1, and that game is super flawed. And I want it to not be. And that's what I'm hoping 2 is. Obviously, I want the next chapter in the Trails series and then Armored Core.
Yeah. And Dead Space, we had talked about on here what they were doing different.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound quite like a Dead Space game, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see what they do with that for sure.
Yeah. Try and see. Just a quick aside that I didn't realize just until we started saying it right now. The Callisto Protocol is not on here. So it has not been given a 2023 date. That is, it already released. Trey, come on. Ha 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 ha. It already came out. It was not good, according to a lot of people. Ishin, RE4, Dead Space, Flintlock, and Mirage. I understand. All right.